Tom. Hope you're all doing good. Guys, today's domain is applied clinical knowledge. This is one domain which would be tested in all the tasks, just like the patient safety. Okay, so why is it? Why you have seen a lot of your friends, colleagues, probably you have seen this applied clinical knowledge being not passed in for majority of the students. Is this a difficult one? Definitely no, because you've passed your part 2 after going through so many guidelines. You know the knowledge, okay? But the trick here is it is applied knowledge. That means to say, I am really not interested to know whether you know how to manage the whole of, for example, IUGA babies at a small for gestation age. Okay, I am interested to know about this particular patient who has got a previous IUGA. How would you manage? And what happens depending upon the Doppler for the customized to that patient. Okay, it could be anything. For example, HRT also, if a patient is lactose intolerant, you must know that you have to be giving them patches instead of tablets. This is what the knowledge which you have got, you are applying for your patient. How to develop this skill? Actually, all of us have this inbound talent because we are all treating our patients. When they come in, when they walk in, you know what is their condition, you understand what are the indications, contraindications, what you can give, whether you can have for medical or the surgical management. It's a normal routine thing. But when it comes to the exam, the problem is stress takes a lot of point when you are actually doing the task, because you are doing it as a task, not as a consultation which you should be doing. So how to develop this skill is, from now on, whenever you are seeing a patient, whenever you are doing a task, think what I can do for this patient. What is the best management option for this particular patient? As well as whenever you are reading your guideline, the vice versa, whenever you are reading the guideline, rather than reading interaction, incidents, epidemiology, think if a patient comes to me, what are the signs and symptoms she would present to me with? What is the investigations which I need to offer? What are the management options? So you need to sit down with the guideline for 2 minutes before you start, write down your questions and start solving. This would be great help in case of structured discussion as well as in patient simulated tasks. And this is a talent which all of us need to develop. You already have, just refine and retune it. Read all the guidelines in view of treating your patient, or in view of probably thinking of probably teaching your junior. All the GTG, NICE, and couple of talks also, right? Because you do not have a guideline for cardiomyopathy, but you should know what's the peripartum cardiomyopathy, how it is treated, what aggravates, what can relax her, whether breastfeeding is allowed or not allowed, if not allowed, why. So things like that. When you start putting this analytical skills on, guys, you have put this analytical skills for your extended matching questions. You have all cleared that. So part 3 is quite an easy one, but you need to streamline your thoughts from day one. Okay, and that's all is required. Revise your guidelines, revise your, like probably the talks, and go through the images. For example, there are a couple of images. It could be ultrasound image, it could be MRI, it could be the partogram. You must know about the partogram because that's the basic, right? You must know how the drug chart is done, how the meostat is marked. They are basic ones, and how the operative notes looks, how the anesthesia chart looks. You need to go through them because you're taking an UK exam or the NHS Trust. They have a lot of materials in the Google. If you just type how the discharge summary looks, or the operative summary looks, because you are supposed to be knowing how the normal things work there, right? And when you have this thing in your mind, when you think laterally, okay, you will definitely be successful. So remember the tips. Go through your guidelines as if you are treating the patient. Treat your patient remembering your guidelines. Go through the images, go through the drug charts, go through the all possible UK charts, UK forms, including OSATs, prescription, inpatient, outpatient, operative summary, discharge summary. They all could be part of the task. Okay, and definitely the technical part I have already shared in the other video. You must know what we're doing, and the most important thing is practice, and practice. Whenever you're doing your task with your study buddy, ask them to notify what all you missed. It is not necessary to tell everything you know in the task, but you cannot miss a couple of things which is very specific for that patient. Okay, so hope this helps. Start practicing. The only way to succeed in part 3 is to practice, because irrespective of how much ever you hear others talking, unless it comes out of your mouth, you will not be marked. All the very best, guys. Trust me, this is a very doable exam. This is an exam of common sense. Keep it simple and keep practicing. Listen to your own audio recordings and you will definitely be successful. God bless. May success be yours. All the best, guys.